Hello, welcome to the end of week review. And this is part two. We pick up what we left off yesterday. Yesterday on Saturday we do the end of day review, not end of day. We misspoke right there. End of week review for week 41 Q4, actually Q4 2025. We do part one, and we just only cover, and we run out of time. We only cover it Monday and Tuesday. So for this recording, we try to cover Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So keep in mind that week 41 is special. The Friday is special because it's the Friday before the Monday holiday, which is Columbus Day, which is today. So that is special. So we try to see any significant about what a pattern. Do you see any pattern on this kind of Friday, the Friday before holiday? There any pattern, right? Is that gonna be any pattern right there? So the best way to do that is to ask AI. In this case, we ask we add crop to see any significant for this special Friday, which is the Friday before Monday holiday. And here's what the AI tell us. So the AI tell us that not much. We have the AI look back 5 years, the last 5 years, and it's significant. Because this is a very special day, so it's for the last Friday only 22 is a qualified Friday. So divide by 22, you divide by 5 years. Basically, 1 year you only have about 4, right? 4 or 5 days right there. So 21 you have 1, 2, 3, 4. For this, like for 25 you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, even though Columbus Day, which is this Monday, is partially, it's not really a holiday. That's the reason why it doesn't account. But for 5 years, you only have about not much 22 days, so not much data points. Data points. That reason why they're statistical significant. So basically, it have 12 is up 50% up, probably 50% down, 45% way there, and yeah. So it's not significant at all. So it's not. There's no age. There's no age in here. Statistical age for us to trade. So that's why we put it into sleep because we just wonder if any pattern, right? So that's the reason why we have to look at the charts, right? That's the whole idea. If you look at the statistics point of view, you might not see any edge at all. When I look at the daily charts, it can give us some clue, right? For let's say for this, for the Friday on week 41, which is the week that we try to do the review on, you can see the pattern. You see the level right there. So basically, it's break, it reclaim, it break, and then it's reclaim. You see that? So the Friday is the day that lets us know whether it's gonna be a follow through. This pattern is double top right here. Double top pattern. You break, and then you reclaim brake, and then reclaim, boom, going down. That's the double top. All right, when we talk about double top or double bottom, that is type 3 for us. So basically, we have for our purpose, we have three setup that we are looking for, plus with the time, so we can take a trade. But we still breaking our rule. We overtrade a lot, so we're still working on that. There's nothing to worry about, right? This is the journey. The more mistake we make, the better we are. So be bad first, be a bad trade first. Blow up our account first. That where we grow and transform. So try not to avoid embraces. So that's the whole idea right there. So basically, 3 setup for breakout, like type 1, type 2, the 3, this is double bottom or double top for that matter. And for this setup, you can see on any time frame. For the test of 3 right there, normally you're gonna see a loss in the low time frame because it needs liquidity, so it can consolidation in order to make the next move. That's the reason why you see it back and forth, back and forth. So basically, in 15 minutes, you for this, you're gonna see this pattern more than daily or weekly or monthly. So that's the whole idea right there. Okay, so let's review, make sure we are on the same page. What the definition of type 1, type 2, and type 3. So let's go into our drawing, right? So now go with this one. Is that this one? Yeah, but we need another version of that. Yeah, look in this version much better. Yeah, so basically the whole idea that here you have the type 1 and type 2 in here. We put both in one drawing, so we can compare the contracts easily. On our left side is the type 1, our right side is type 2, and up in the top is a short setup, and down in the bottom is a long setup. So we put it that way, it's easy to recognize. And we observe that type 1 maybe 80% or 70% is happened in the reversal, and type 2 is happen in context of continuation. Basically it's an end of retracement, boom. So that's the whole idea right there. So basically the type 2 right here, you have a the first leg up right here, right? We need to fix that. So the first leg up, and here's a retracement, boom, it make a neck leg. It make the neck leg up. That's the whole idea. Okay, yes, so that's the whole idea for type 2 right here. So if we want to do that, then we have to set test above and break and reverse. So it's gonna be a neck leg up right here. Yeah, fix this, make it a neck leg up, and fix this, make it a neck leg down. Alright, so that is the next thing for to do, to reverse this right here. Alright, we just fix this a little bit so it reflects the idea of we will find that the type 2 usually or majority of it taking place in the continuation. So it's the first leg up, and then it's a retracement, and then boom, it make a neck leg up right here. So that's for the long setup. But for the short setup, it's gonna be the first leg down, then the retracement right here, where you see the type 2 right here, look like it's gonna break out into the upside, but that's exactly where it flips. It create a full breakout, which is the neck leg down right there. So it's continuation of the trend, right? The type 2 is mainly for continuation, and type 1 is largely forming at the reversal. You see the reversal right here, and then you reverse, go up, and then reverse, go down. So type 1 is for reversal. Type 2 is for trend continuation, but that's now nothing is 100% set and stone. So you have to use discretionary right here, because that's what we are doing right here. It's called discretionary trading. Otherwise it's we automatic, and people we all make money. That's the tricky of the trading style that we are using right here. Is called discretionary trading. So we see the pattern, but also we have to apply our judgment, especially plus with the time. If the time around 8:30 or 9:30 or 1:30, then it gives you more confidence that it's gonna take place, because that's where the liquidity is ready. The engineer liquidity. This move, the first two move in our engineer liquidity. The engineer the buy side liquidity, so they can reversal. In this case, the engineer the sell side liquidity in order to make the continuation. That's the whole idea right there. Yep. So that's the type 1 and the type 2. And now we look at the type 3. Type 3 is a little bit different. So a little bit challenge to put in all one drawing. So let's look at the type 3. That's the type 3 right here. So basically the type 3, you can see that you see the one bottom right here and second bottom right there. So that's the nomenclature, or layman term they call it double top or double bottom. In this case, in this scenario, we're describing a double bottom. And that's nomenclature, or the layman term they call double bottom right there. But if we deep dive, if we do the anatomies to see what deep inside, then we can see this pattern. Basically, it break a level. It can be high time frame level and low time frame. The most reliable is high time frame, and then you have the confluence with the low time frame. In this case, is this special candle, right? The candle after expansion move. So in this case, on the type 3, you have break, right? That's the first break right there, and then you have reclaim, and then you have second break. That's where the people who go in here and short them, because they thought that it's gonna be what? It's gonna be a next leg down. You see that? It looked like the first leg down, and this gonna be down, but actually it's not. It reversed. That is or reclaim right here. So this why it trapped a lot of the people who shorted. So basically right here, it engineered the buy side liquidity, and then boom, it reversed. So for type 2, Now type 3, it can be reversal, it can be continuation also. In this case, it's a reversal. So that's the type 3 right there. Here's another, okay, here's an example of type 3. Let's look at the example. So we have a real life example. Let's look at real time example. So this is drawing. The drawing is come from a real time example. Okay, so in this case, this happened in March 21st, Friday this year. We captured this. So here's right here. What do we see? So here is happened at the candle at 12 at noon right there. So you see that it looked like it make a first leg down, and here's a retracement. So it's gonna make a what? A neck leg down. But that exactly the moment it got a flip. It flipped from neck leg down into a full breakout. You thought they're gonna break, right? But it's full breakout, it's gonna flip. And look at the high time frame level right here, and it confluent with the low time frame level also. You can see that pattern happen. You see, that's candle at 12 stop flip right there. It flipped 9 minutes into the 12 clock candle. It flipped, it break that level, and it break the low time frame level right there. And here's the anatomy when we look into the detail. So here, when we look in detail, we see that level, high time frame, low time frame. What do we see? We see the break, and then we see the reclaim, and then we see the second break, and we thought that it's gonna be what? It's gonna be the neck leg down, but it flipped. It become a full breakout. That's the beauty right there. Yes. So that's the whole idea. Yeah, we need to put a little bit right here. So it's break, and then it's reclaim, it break, and we reclaim right there. We should put the okay. Yeah, I think did we have it? Yeah, here's another example that it happened on Friday, August 9, 24th, which is last year. So you have the same idea right there. Here's the high time frame level, and here's the candle after expansion, low time frame right there. It happened on. So right here you see it's break, and then it's reclaim, it's break, right? And then it's reclaim, and it break one more time, then it's reclaim. So that's the reason why they call double top, double bottom right here. It can do multi-time right here. Then this explosive is very, and this double top in the bottom, it can be another name for that. It's called head and shoulder. If you look into your right here, your left right here, you say the head right here, the shoulder one, and it is the shoulder two right here, and then boom. So that's the whole idea right there. And another one is the derivative of the type 3 right here. Normally you want to have break, reclaim, break, and then reclaim, which is two double bottom right there. But this guy, it can do 3 times also. It's a break, reclaim, break, reclaim, break, and then boom, reclaim. So this 2 step break and reclaim, it can repeat it more than 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Sometimes the markets want to engineer more liquidity, so it takes more time to build up liquidity. That's where you see this circle repeat itself. So that is another derivative right there. This is a long setup. The short setup is just the opposite right there. So you're gonna reverse from here, right? So you have break, you have fairly up down, and then you have this one is break, and then it's reclaim, break, and then it's uh, um, no, break to an upside first, right? Break to the upside, and then it reclaim, break, and then it reclaim, it break right here, and right here you thought that it's gonna break out to the upside, which is the neck leg up, all right, neck leg up, but it did not, it got flipped. That is the fall breakout coming. All right, we just fix the verbiage right here and make it clear or more precise. Basically, we thought that it's gonna be break, right? You watch in the real time, you thought it's gonna be break out to the upside. That exactly moment, and the next leg up gonna flip into a fall breakout, and that where exactly we need to anti short right there. We just saw that setup for week 41, which is on Wednesday or Thursday, which is we're gonna review. We did go entry in there, but we got stop out because we only have about less than $1,000 in our balance, but we enter a very big contract, 11 contracts. So that's why when it retraced back a little bit, it stopped it out, and then boom, it go into exactly the direction that we want to. But that is nothing we can do. So we learn our lesson right there. Next time, we will be more patient. We will add more when we have a confirmation. So never mind things that are our control. We should not bother at all. So this is the short setup, and this happened. Let's see the real life example for this. All right, here is a real life example for the type 3. It happened just this week. This week we mean last week, which is week 41 right there, which is the week that we are review right now. So it happened in the real life right there. So basically you already have this is the first leg up, okay, and it retrace and make another leg up. Look at the London, not London, but Asia. It take out the Wednesday high right there. This happened on Thursday. So then it make a retracement, all right, and then it make another retracement right here, 2 leg retracement. And the retracement in this case is gonna turn to reversal, and you can see that it break that level. In this case is the open 18-hour open, basically the Asia open right there, open. And look at the low time frame right here is close with is a proximity. It close to proximities or close to the high time frame level, which is the Wednesday high right there. So this is the hallmark of a high quality or high probability setup right here. So you mark that level, or you mark that level right here at the candle app after expansion. You can see the phenomenal. You can see the fair gap down right there. So it signals to you that it may not be a neck leg up, but it's gonna be a reversal turn into no, we just mixed right. It's gonna be a retracement turn to a reversal, not the other way around. So just right there, you see it break up, right? It break up to the level, and then it reclaim, and it break up again, and then it reclaim, and it break up one more time with 3 times, right? 1, 3, 5, which is 3 times to break right there. And it happened at 9:30, and that the question we worry: is there gonna be a breakout neck leg up? Breakout neck leg up. That's exactly the moment it got flipped. Keep that in mind. Exactly the moment it got flipped, and you see that as soon as it go above the London high, which is the buy sell liquidity, it got a flip. when we first trade, we not sure how to interpret this because we naive. We always thought that it need to do another buy sell liquidity right here, but you don't, because this guy already take the buy sell liquidity, so you don't need another buy sell liquidity sweep right there. You don't, because the filler gap down already lets you know that, and you don't need to wait for another buy sell liquidity rate. And as soon as this one flip, it go down to level, go in and short, and let all the credit out here for the sell side liquidity that engineer is gonna go and rip them all. So here it is, right? In the step 6, the moment you thought that it's gonna break out and neck leg up, right? First leg, retracement, and then boom, neck leg up. That is exactly the moment that the market make a flip it. So the moment that the novice trader go long chase right here, that's the moment that it flipped, right? It flipped around 9:41. So what the time frame right here when it go up there? 31, right? 31, that's in 1 minute into the 9:30 candle, and then 10 minutes later it flipped. So basically, yeah, 41, 31, 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes got flipped as soon as it raised the London high. Don't wait for it to raise the Asia high, because Asia already raised what? It raised the prior day high right there, which is high time frame. And this guy rate one more time that high time frame. Don't wait for this to rate the high of the London. The Asia. We used to thought that should be the way, but it don't have to. It don't have to, especially you have the fair value gap down, the signal that it's gonna be what? It's gonna be a reversal. And you see the pattern where that break, reclaim. Is that right? Yeah, it break and reclaim, and it break again, and the last minute is reclaim right there. The 9:15, that the setup for people. It try to set a bull trap right there, and look at the 9:30. Oh yeah, people go in and go long, right? See that? Looks so long, right? Some bullish right there. But at the minute you go in, after 10 minutes into the candle, it flip on you right away. And look all the buy side sell side right here. That's where it needs to go down. It go up in order to go down. Yes, so we have note right here. It's fellow gap down signal right there. The Asia take the prior day high, which is the buy side liquidity rate. There's no need for another buy side liquidity rate there. And the 9:30 got flipped right after it take London high. So it's break and reclaim, break, reclaim. That's the circle. And then the target is just right there. You can go down, and this is the candle expansion, right? You can take the low of that candle. You're good to go right there. All right, so that's an example of the type 3 right here, right? Which is double top. In this case, short setup. And we do show you a double bottom right here, which is a long setup. So we show you all three setup that we trade, but keep in mind, no, this setup is not going to be enough. We have to incorporate the time, the sensitive of time, and then it can give us a very high quality setup. And we have to be patient, because when we learn the pattern, then we're very eager and we're still doing that right now. We still make mistake, and we don't know when we're gonna stop that mistake, but we keep going, keep making mistake until one day it's a click and then we stop making mistake. But right now we still make mistake, even though we know all these three setup. So we're in the process practicing. We keep blowing up our account, and for this week we did blowing up one more time. And maybe we have an idea this morning. We're gonna try to because the approach we do right now, we try to take. We want to pass the challenge only 2 trade. But so far we succeed only 2 times, but the rest we just blow it back out. So now look back, reflection, we need to have a new way, new approach. So the approach we're gonna do is we're gonna do 4 trade, right? Because the challenge that they only give us 4,500 for the hours. They give that's the stop loss for us, and they're required to make profit 9,000, which is 6%. They give only 3% down and 6% up. So the trick that we gonna divide, because we need to add more trade, not more trade, but we have to divide then conquest. We don't want just too much risk on just one. I mean, in this case, 2 trades or 1 trade right there. So we have to divide into 4 trade, 4 months, and we're gonna take only 1 trade a week to pick either. Likely we want to trade from the midweek down, which is from Wednesday to Friday. So that's our new game plan right there. Right, so the new approach first is so our downside, they only give us 4,500 for downside. Okay, so that's the risk right there. So we need to manage. Right? We have to do a good job of risk management. So that means we want to divide it into 4 trades roughly. The last trade we only have 5,000 left, right? So basically we're going to reach the maximum size we're going to do is just 4 contracts. Right, because we want to aim the risk reward ratio 1 to 3. So 4 contract, that means we're gonna reach 1,000 and get to 3,000. Yeah, because 1 contract, yeah, which is how many? Because right here we reach 1,000, that means we reach 5 points right here. We want to get 5 points and get to a 5 times 3, 15 point move. Okay, so that's the idea right there. And we're gonna 4 trades a month. Alright, we're gonna do 4 trades per month, which is that means 1 trade per week. I said win or lose, we have to follow the rule. Well, we break our rule, but we have to follow the rule. I said it takes a lot of practice to get our default mode, right? That's the struggle, that's the journey, but we keep trusting the journey, trusting the process. There's no way. We have to go through pain and suffering, as this blow up our account, feel frustration and all kind of that, but don't take anything personally. Detach ourselves from this. Let the process guide us, that our subconscious mind, a bigger mind guide us. So just have faith. It's self-prophecy right here. Self-prophecy at work right here. Prophecy, that right? Prophecy. Self-prophecies. Yes. In other words, have faith. Self-prophecy at work. You have to let it work. 4 3 a week. Yeah, let's do that. And per week. So that means we can trade from Monday, not Monday, either Thursday or Friday. You know why? Because most of economic news is released from the midweek down to the Friday, and you let the market so it hand on Monday and Tuesday. Normally Monday range give you a lot of information, data point right there, Monday range, and then you're gonna see how it move on Tuesday. It show it hand, and then the Wednesday and show hand right there. How the pretty well engineer give it in, so it can right there. Then we know, let the market tell us how to trade. Don't try to force, don't try to make prediction neither. just to let the market show it way, so it can. Yeah, it much easy said than done, but that's the reason why we're here. We keep practice every day, every week. Show up and trust the journey and trust the process, even though sometimes you feel like you're not figure out it yet. So we're in a journey for 2 years, maybe less than 2 years, almost 2 years, we say that, but we continue on. Regardless how long it takes, we will make it. We will. Yeah, everything gonna work out for us. Okay, so go to so we touched all of this, right? And now go to Wednesday to see how it looked like on Wednesday. Here's the screenshot we take at the beginning of Wednesday. We take at 9:10, so 20 minutes before 9:30 opening. So we can see the level right there. Test from above and break it and then reverse. That's what that is a type 2. Is that right? Yeah, type 2 right there. So it happened on Tuesday already. So what is gonna happen on Wednesday? We don't know. At least if we take the trade on Tuesday, we know the reversal. Let's see if we take any trade on Tuesday. No, we don't take any trade on Tuesday. For some reason, we forgot. Maybe we got busy. We don't have time to sit up in the front of our computer. Okay, so the Wednesday coming, that's what we project. So what we anticipate. Does look like it is on a daily time frame. Let's look under a weekly time frame to see how it manifests itself. Okay, so on the weekly we see the similar set of type 2 right here. You see that level, right? Test from below, break, and then reverse. Let's go back to the type 2 that we are talking about. So here's the type 2 right there, right? It tests from below, break and reverse. Like we say, type 2 largely is for 80% or 70% is for continuation. But in this scenario, it's gonna be a reversal. So it fall into 20% or 30%. So keep that in mind, that that's the nature of trading, with discretion. It's not gonna be 100%. There's no such thing 100%. Only 50% you still win if you manage risk good. The risk and reward ratio 1 to 3, 1 to 2, you still make money even though 50%. But in this case, it's more than 50% and good. So in this case, we can see that the type 2 is forming in here on the weekly time frame. And then you go down into daily time frame, you see that's already happened. test from below, break and reverse. That happened on Tuesday. So on Wednesday, when we wonder, how it's gonna happen on Wednesday. What next on Wednesday? That's what we have in mind when we open the chart. So now look at the 15 minutes to see what we see. So that's the 15 minutes. If you look a little bit detail, we see, wow, what do you see right here? So you see the prior day PM, which is Tuesday, and then you see the Asia and the London still around there, and it go up right there. But look the beautiful right here. What you see is make a high right there. Wow, that will be beautiful. And is go and rip the what? Rip the low, which is the buy sell liquidity right there. Let's see. But also you can see what? You can see the high time frame right here. What do you see? Oh yeah, you see the break right here, and you see reclaim and break, reclaim, break, reclaim. What that resemble to you? What that make a resemblance? It's gonna look like a type 3 reversal, double bottom, right? That's what type 3 reversal bottom come from. Let's open the drawing again. Yeah, so you see that's exactly where it come from. It's a break, and then you see that. Is that right? So it's break, it reclaim, break, and then it reclaim. Yeah, so that's where we thought it's gonna break and make the neck leg down, but actually it flipped. So that's exactly right here. Let's look at the tips, right? We're gonna rewind. We recall every day, we try to, and now let's rewind the tips on Wednesday to see how it's unfolding or how it play out. All right, now we have a tip ready. Let's make it full screen and see how it's go. All right, so let's fast forward fast. So let's see. Wow, look like gonna make reversal from here. Is that right? Yeah. Or you can say that, let's see, 29. Yeah. So just stop right here. You can see. So you may see this is the first first leg down, and you can see that like we said, right here is the engineer liquidity right here, and right here you have fellow gap right there. So you might thought that, all right, so it's a retracement, and then boom, it's gonna make that leg down. Is that right? That exactly the moment that it may trick us. And let's see. That's right. Yes. Looks scary right here. Right. 35, so 5 minutes into wow. Look at that. So right here we thought that, all right, so it's maybe it's gonna go and make a neck leg down, because so much sell side liquidity right here. Yep, so much sell side liquidity right there. Exactly, right? All right, let's keep rolling the tape to see what we see. Wow. So right there, right? Look, right. Just stop right there. We thought that, all right, so it's gonna make a next leg down. Look like they're gonna make the leg down. Is that right? Is that right? Alright, continue to rolling the tape to see what happened next. So it's flip, right? The moment we thought that we're gonna be next leg down, that is exact the moment that it flip on it at 8, not 8, 9:45, it go back to that level. There's no reason to go back there. The only you go back to the little one is the flip. It's gonna create a fall breakout. You got a reversal from here. That's the magic right there. Liquidity engineering. Why so slow? Yes, look at that. Wow. So only 3 minutes. You see that the explosive move right there. Only 3 minutes into the 9:45 candle. You see the explosive move. You see the explosive move. But the other day we get caught up because it's explosive move and then retrace back. That's which way kick us out of the trade. Yep. Flip. So basically right here it got flip. Only 3 minutes into the candle it got flip. Let's do it from here, much better. So then we can say that is the next leg down it got flipped. It flipped to a fall breakout. That's where we do a long entry. That's exactly what happened, and the rest is the history. All right, keep rolling the tips again and see how it goes. So it basically we anticipate gonna go to this high time frame day there. At least it goes there. At least it go there. Boom, boom, wow, it go there at 10. Wow, look at the candle at 10, so explosive. And here's another notice, right? You have a 9:30 and then you have what? You have a 9:45 completely reverse. So it's a engulfing candle if that, and it tests below the 9:30 with that. Test from below and a 10:30 break it. So that can be another reversal signal for us right there. Boom, wow. Let's see it go to the level that we marked right there. Or the prior day, not Friday, but the day before that. So it's Wednesday, Tuesday, and then this gonna be Monday. Let's go check the Monday high or not. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay. Yeah, you wanna check profits. Take profits or wait for the next leg up. Let's see. Wow, it did go to right there. That's the level. The Monday, yeah, the Monday high. The Monday high. Wow, is that right? Wow. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. Right? Is it Thursday? So 8 is Wednesday. Very interesting. Yeah, so liquidity buy side right there. Wow. Boom. Yeah, maybe it's I thought retrace from here. Retrace, or double top right here. Boom, you see that? Oh yeah. Ah, yeah, we thought right there, you see a touch from low break and reverse as type 2 right there, but then you touch from break. So what level? We see that level is right here going to be level. It's break, reclaim, break, and reclaim. Then it's gonna be 4 breakout to the double top right here. So let's see, is that correct? It unfolding, yes. Ooh, that's right. But it's very, yeah, you see that it's very tricky right here. So after a very huge move right here, don't try. I think we did try and we get caught up. Don't try to short them, that's the whole idea. Because already take our liquidity, so not smart for them to go down, because you have a go down and then go up until the liquidity already rebalance. So that's the position right here is balanced, not much liquidity for now up right there. So you have to wait for the next day to have a new liquidity injection right there. Oh, well, finally it take out. It's taking out. That's right, it's taking out. Alright, let's put together the 4 breakout type 3 double bottom for Wednesday. Alright, we just merge them all and combine them all, put them all together for the double bottom reversal at 9:45 Wednesday right there. As you see right there, the first break and then it reclaim the level right here, high time frame. Also you see that the low time frame just is very close or proximities, right? Proximity to the high time frame. Yeah, it's proximities. It's near together, low time frame, high time frame right there. Then you can see the first break, they have fabric up right there, and then it reclaim and it break right here, it reclaim, and this break again and reclaim. So that should be good enough already. If you keep continuing to count, you have a couple more right here, but we don't want to overload the drawing. So just pay attention at the 9:30 critical last move right here when it's gonna make. And that right here at this moment of 42, right? So 3 more minutes before it's close out this candle. Actually 2 more minutes. We thought they're gonna be what? It's gonna be breakout and then next leg down. You see that? First leg down, retracement, and you see all the higher high right here. No, higher low, which is the sell side liquidity. We thought they're gonna be make neck leg down. That exactly moment that it flipped, and you can see right here at 9:45, it look gonna be going down, but the minute you thought that you're gonna go in and short them, it flipped on you right away. 3 minutes into the 9:45, it flips. So if you want to be conservative, let's wait into put a buy stop right here, right? That's no reason to come back right here. The only reason to come back to this level is to reversal. Then put a stop loss right here. Then we good to go. And it flipped, right? The next leg down now it flipped into 4 breakout, and it's gonna be where we enter long, not short. Don't chase them right there. And that's exactly happened. And it keep rally right there. It take the high, the buy side right there. So that is the type 3 double bottom reversal right there. Most of the time we saw that so far we collect the data, we see that the ratio is like 5-1 double top to double bottom. Mainly it's on the long setup. That's what we see so far. our perspective can be changed, our stack can be changed if we continue to collect more data, but that's what we are at right now. All right, let's see any trade we take on on Wednesday. All right, here's on Wednesday we take the trade. Oh no. Because we missed the trade right here, right at that moment. I think it happened so fast, and we do other things, so we multitask right there. So we should learn lesson as soon as we feel like we missed the trade, then stop out. Be done, count for the day. Don't try to trade them, because the feeling of mixing out is so much so big, and our body really huge amount of chemical right there. It just urges us to go and check the trade. So that's one thing we learn, big lesson we learn. So we go short right here, and you see the minute we thought it's gonna be what, break, test from below and reverse. That's the type 1 right there. So I look back at the drawing right here, you see that break, test from below and reverse. All right, so that's the type 1. Okay. But the trick that, like we mentioned earlier, you knowing this setup, it's just one factor. The other factor that we have to play in here is the time. So the time is about 15:30. So yeah, 15:30, huh? It's too late into the game, maybe. And also we have to look like we have to right here go back to the one that we put for Wednesday, this one. No, not the part 1. The one that we have all 4 of them together. It is this way. To give a minute. All right, we picked the right chart right here. So basically we have to look right here. Right, we try to short right there at that moment at 15:30, which is 3 p.m. The reason why it not work out, it did. I mean, this closed down and then is not move so much. The two things happening right here, because there are not much liquidity for it to go down. All the sell side liquidity right here already balanced with this one. It already ripped all this, buy side liquidity. So it's already balanced. That's the thing, keep in mind. And also because of the time, 15:30 is not much time left for it to go back. But the second factor is have less significant on the first factor, which is the liquidity already rebalance. So we should not go here. If we do, then don't go with the big side right here, because there's not much liquidity to go down. And if we do, then take quick profit, get out of the way right away. So that's the lesson we learn. Okay, then go. You see that? All right, we take out, and then we try short again. Yes, this one is not good. We need to look into the left in order to give us the clue that the liquidity right here already balanced. It's not gonna come down, and that where we pay the price. Boom. Yep, we did take a little bit right there, and that should be okay. But I think we try short again. We try so hard. That lesson we learned right here. See that? Boom. Don't try to short right here, my friend. That's the lesson we learned. The liquidity already balanced. That's the factor right there. And the fact that we miss the trade here, that's two factors. That's no. Do not engage in here. That's also when we come with the new pro right there. Only one trade per week. So keep us out of trouble. And then we try short again. We try too hard. Because boom, now we pay the big price. We almost reached half of our Stock loss right there. We short again, boom. Now we only have $500 left, so we all almost reach our limit down right there. Okay, and now we try to go long. Oh, come on. Get out. So I think we overtrade. Okay, wow. Look at that. So many trade. Because right here the market go into consolidation because the price already balanced. The liquidity up and down right there. You look on the high on daily time frame, you see that it already balanced. And boom, that is the whole idea. See, that's already balanced. You see that the Tuesday down and Wednesday up, so it's not much liquidity for it to go out. And it approached the end of the day, so that's a no. All right, so that's enough for the Wednesday, and that now go down to the Thursday. Let's see. So here's at the beginning of the Thursday. So boom, you see that? So back and forth right here. So all right, break and reclaim, break, and let's see it reclaim on Thursday. And we already see it trade the high by Saturday, so that's a good signal that it may reclaim, or it may reverse from here, reclaim from here on Thursday. And let's look at the 15 minutes. Oh, yeah, I think we reviewed that already. We did that when we tried to show the double top, right? You remember double top we tried to put together early on, which just happened on Thursday. So we good on Thursday right there. You see that? Yeah, we all put together right there. The minute that we thought that it's gonna be make the neck leg up, that where it flipped. So the Asia already take the high, so there's no reason for 9:30 to go to do another buy celebrate. You see that? That's the moment where it flips. So that's the double top right there on Thursday. So we good on Thursday. Now go to Friday. Did we take any trade on Thursday? Let's see. Did we? Yeah, we take. Yes, beautiful right here. So we take the short right here, and keep in mind we don't have much. We only have a 600 left before we hit our down limits, and we engage right here. We thought that it's gonna be continue to go down, but unfortunately for us, it go retrace one more time before it complete going down, and that's where we hit our down limit and we blow up our account. That happened on Thursday for us right there. You see that? If we stay in a trade, if we have if we don't over trade on Tuesday, we still have a lot of money left, then boom, we can recover the whole trade right there. So we kept the trade right, but unfortunately we go big a little bit too early, or not much money left for us, so that's why we stopped out, which is fine. It's okay. Everything happened for a reason. Every season starts purpose, so we have to go through pain and suffering so we can grow. All right, so that is for Thursday. Let's finish up with Friday and we get out of here. Do we trade anything? Yeah, I think. Do we? Yeah, no, because we blow up our account, so nothing much left for to trade on Friday. So we don't have any trade on Friday. But the Friday is a beautiful one because it's set up. You see right there, and let's watch, just see how it's play out real quick. All right, let's rewind the tips on Friday and see how it's play out. Keep in mind that the Friday is the day before holiday, which is Monday is Columbus Day. It not yeah, and you see that the range right here, right? Is that right? And remember we have a double with top right here. We have a double top right here, and then it reverse. And you mark the high time frame level right there. And at the beginning of Friday, here's how it looked. You see that? So we see level right there, break, reclaim, break, and this one reclaim. So the question going to Friday, it gonna be follow through right here, or it gonna reverse? It gonna be break again. If it break again, it doesn't make any sense. It have to be what? Because the pattern right here is a double top. Right? You break, reclaim, break, and then it's gonna be. You thought it's gonna be a breakout, neck leg up. That exactly it gonna flip. It flips on Thursday, and now on Friday is it looked like not gonna fall through, but that's exactly the moment that it gonna fall, it flip and it become follow through. But look here, you see the higher low right here, high low, that a lot of liquid gonna rip right there. All right, let's see. Just fast forwards. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Look at that. So here's what it look. Here's what it look right there. No, we want the daily. We remember we did the daily. No, that's after that. But anyway, let's go back to the recording. So the hue move at 30, right, 30 right here. We thought that it's gonna make a what? It gonna make a neck, like it's gonna break. It's gonna break out. It's gonna make a next leg up if you look on the daily time frame. But let's see how it play out here. Boom! That is the night 45 coming down. Yeah, so it's break that level, the high time frame right there. So it break right there, it will break there, and then there's no reason for it to come back here, come back in order to break. So that's the whole idea. You see that? Yeah. So right here you see the 930, it rate the high right there, and then it rate the low, and then you have a doji right there, and you see this level, it tests from above twice. Then when it break, you see it break, test from above, that's a type 1 right there. Then this one gonna be a reversal. Let's see. Wow, it did not. Very interesting right here. But let's see, flip. Wow, you see that? The minute you thought that it's gonna be a neck, it's gonna be full breakout here, right? It's gonna be breakout and neck leg up. That's where I flip. That's where it's flipped right there. So let's see what time is flipped. So at 11. Wow. Yeah, not even before 11. 10:57, you already see this flip 10:57 right there, and the rest is history. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Anyway, we have a good time. We have a good recording. We thank you for your time and interest. We want to conclude it here. We're grateful for this opportunity, and we do what we love, then success is coming our way. Day by day, little by little, in every way, we're getting better and better. All right, thank you, and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.